Hey guys, in today's video, we're going to be having a look at Pickle Rick. More importantly, this is Pickle Rick the plush. Now you may ask yourself, whereabouts would one have inquired to find and therefore acquired a Pickle Rick? And the answer I would give you is eBay. I found this on eBay, and I believe it's actually a bootleg. I picked this up I think it was in Japan, and it took several weeks for it to arrive. But I think the payoff is clearly evident here. I mean, we got ourselves a plush of Pickle Rick. I think there's actually larger, almost full-size body pillows of Pickle Rick as well, but I thought that might have been a little bit too extreme. But I ended up picking this guy up, and I can't even tell you what the price was on him, but I can tell you this. He is a key ring. He does have a ring around him that you could attach this theoretically to keys, which would make absolutely no sense. Could you imagine carrying this guy around in your pocket? He does have a little key ring, but he also has a little clip here as well. So you can clip him onto knapsacks, backpacks, which I know are the exact same thing. Jeans, I guess you could attach this to the loop, the belt loop of your jeans. And then they also have one of these, which these things detach and you can loop them around things as well. So it's kind of like a multi-tool. It's got everything that you would need to attach said pickle to wherever you would want to have it displayed. From a standpoint of padding, it's not so much like a beanbag padding as much as it is kind of like, it kind of feels like it's stuffed with socks. Or, one better, it feels like it's stuffed with possibly like a couch foam, something along those lines. It is very soft. As you can see, there's Rick's face at the top there. One of the more hilarious episodes of Rick and Morty. Rick decides to turn himself into a pickle just to avoid therapy and all that other stuff, and proceeds to fight rats. It's an entertaining, joyful, feel-good sort of episode. If you don't like, or if you love the fact that Rick is represented here on the one side, Rick is also on the other side as well. I don't know if I would say he warrants having him on both sides, as clearly Rick could easily have just been on the one side, and then the other side could have just been regular pickle. Hey, now speaking of regular pickle, you can see that there is slight indicators that there's a pickle here. You got like the little bumps on the cucumber itself. Did you actually know that a pickle is made out of cucumbers? Somebody's like, what? You mean they just don't go out to the garden and pick pickles? No. I have dreamt of moments like that as well. But there's slight discoloration here, like kind of a lighter shade of green, darker green kind of on the sides, which kind of carries over on this side as well. The only thing I can think is they probably did it on both sides. So like, say if you were hanging this from inside your car, could you imagine? This would be able to kind of rotate, because it's actually just attached by almost like an elasticized loop here. But then it would be able to rotate and you'd be able to see Rick's face on both sides. Print is generally pretty clean. I'm guessing that they probably took the fabric as is with Rick's face on it and then simply just stuffed it in, printed on after the fact. But the face is decent enough. I mean, it does look like Pickle Rick. It's about the size of a pickle. I mean, that's a pretty giant pickle. I generally like the baby dills, the smaller pickles myself. Those people that buy a jar of pickles and there's like 6 pickles inside because they're about this size or bigger, that's a pickle I do not enjoy consuming. But I think it's a pretty good representation of Pickle Rick. I don't know if we'll ever get just a regular Pickle Rick, maybe in like a plastic pickle, for example. What would have been the icing on this pickle, so to speak, icing on the cake, is if actually it smelt like a gherkin, like a dill. I was trying to find the means to not say pickle, because I'm sure somebody's like, this guy said pickle 37 times. I'm sure I haven't said it that many times. If it could only smell like a dill, that would be fantastic. General seaming of it, the way it's been stitched together, I don't know why it's got this big bulge here. The rest of it seems pretty good, pretty clean. And again, it's pretty flexible and quite padded as well. I couldn't even give you guys a link down below. The only thing I would say, look up on eBay, Pickle Rick. You might be able to find probably a couple of Japanese sellers that are selling this guy, as well as the larger version as well. I would not probably advise going on Google and typing in Pickle Rick. You might get stuff that you don't want to be looking up. Needless to say, today in this hilarious review, we're having a look at a somewhat obscure Pickle Rick. Funko's also releasing a Funko Pop version of Pickle Rick as well that's got the arms and the legs and stuff like that. But I wanted just a regular Pickle Rick. And I certainly hope this review has been entertaining for you as well. Today we're having a look at a bootleg. I don't want to say bootleg, that's a bad term. We were looking today at, I'm certain, a non-licensed release of Pickle Rick in plush with keychains and all the other extremities on the end that you can then use to hang, dangle Pickle Rick, do whatever you want with it. If you guys haven't had a chance yet to subscribe to this channel, I mean, I would think this would be enough to rally in some new viewers. Pickle Rick, I'm subscribing to this guy's channel. This guy has hilarity like across the board. Thank you, new viewer. If you haven't had a chance yet to subscribe to this channel, make sure you hit that little subscribe button down below. Of course, more videos, not necessarily pickle related, will be coming soon, so stay tuned for those. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Pickle.